Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video. It is our first video of 2021, so Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you all had a great New Year's Eve and great holiday. Um, we're going to do another RTA fight of the night tonight. This one is a fight versus the rank 1 player at the time. It was Melina versus myself. I was ranked 20 coming into it, and I thought this was a great example. People keep insisting on bringing Roana into SSB or thinking that Roana counters SSB, but this is like as good of an example as you'll ever see as to just how incredibly wrong that is, and how if you have SSB, you should just let Roana go through because you're gonna win anyway. She literally just sits there. I think Roana probably counters SSB more than SSB counters SSB counters Roana more than Roana counters SSB. So let's just jump right into the fight, and I'll try and explain what I'm trying to say as we go. I'm sure a lot of you think otherwise, and I've been having this conversation on stream with people for a long time now. So hopefully this is a fight that we can reference in the future and try and make it a little easier to see why she is so good into Roana. So you can see there, we're starting at rank 20. And we rank against rank 1 Melina, so he is 19 ranks ahead of us. Um, I do know that both of us were streaming at the time, so it made this fight kind of fun. I know some of the viewers were watching both streams and enjoying watching the reactions on both sides. Pretty standard open for me. Disclaimer: we had fought once earlier in the day, and he won the first one. I thought he got kind of lucky on the first one, and then he said that I got kind of lucky on the second one, so we called it even. Um, but it was very close to the same fight. So I lead with the Alencia, as per usual. Should probably speed this up a little bit. Let's see what I can do here. The draft's not overly exciting. Let's go 1.5. So he goes with Rylet and Sage, which he did in the first time we fought as well. I went tankier and kind of let him have first turn the first time, and then this time I decided to change things up a little bit. So I believe, follow with Cecilia, and he pre-banned my Dion, which is interesting. Um, you don't see that very often. Normally, people are pre-banning the Flitica. I think he actually wanted me to cleave here. He was trying to test anti-cleave, and it just didn't work out. So he goes with Cerise. Sorry, I go with Cerise. He goes with Tywin and Kraus, so he's really tanked up here. The back half of his draft. And knowing that he's going to go Roana, I go SSB. Now, the only way Roana is sometimes a pain is if there's a Tywin there. Tywin and Roana together is really annoying because he once you go and use the SSB skill 3 to try and buff block heal block, if he's there to auto cleanse it, that really kind of shuts down what SSB does into her. Plus, I think the last time we fought, he had immunity as well, which also is difficult. Uh, I feel like I would have won that one because um, I did have a lot of debuffs, but I just got unlucky and they got resisted. This one though, we are going to try and overwhelm him with debuffs with the provokes, the Cerise buffs, and the SSB buffs. Of course, he picks the Roana. Um, we're pretty sure at this point he doesn't want us to go first, so um, we know he's going to ban our Lulu. And we ban his crowd because we do have a lot of AoEs, and I don't really want to get crowd here. Also, it reduces his damage reduction, so it's going to make it much easier to kill him. All right, let me slow this down back to normal speed. So we open with Cerise. We do miss on our first attack on the Rylet, and we get countered right away. So we only get one debuff from the Cerise. We missed on Roana, we missed on Arby, and we only landed one of the two debuffs on the Tywin. So all we're left with is the restrict on Sage. The restrict on Sage is actually kind of important because now we're gonna go with the strip. We land the strip on the Rylet, which seems like it would be important, but really it doesn't help us. He also goes ahead with the Tywin and skill 1s. He didn't want to skill 3 there because most likely, because there's multiple debuffs, he doesn't want to try and sleep, and he wants to try and cycle faster. So we go ahead now with our skill 3 provoke. We get the Tywin low, or sorry, the Rylet low. Unfortunately, he gets a turn, puts up evasion again, and this Roana is, I believe, on Potion Vial. I can't remember. Oh no, sorry. The Tywin went first, which means that this counter just barely doesn't kill the Rylet, and then she self cleanses because of Stella Harpa, and she's able to heal. And now all of a sudden, his entire team is back at full health. So not a good first rotation, but we did try and debuff there, so we procced the Tywin passive, and now we can go ahead with our SSB skill 3, even though he's at full health. The Tywin can't do anything to cleanse. We get buff block, heal block on Rylet and on Sage, which is going to make this really easy. And he's just dead here. At this point, he can't win because he's got that buff block, heal block for 2 turns. The only thing we really have to worry about is the Tywin cycling us. We get a lucky crit there, but honestly, at that point, it doesn't matter. The only way we can lose is with the Tywin cycle at this point. So he goes ahead in kind of a panic move. He tries to get the sleep there. It doesn't work. The SSB does her job, kills the Rylet. The heal block on the Tywin and the Sage are keeping them at least at half health, which is kind of nice. Now that the Tywin's moved, though, I have to be careful if I want to risk him stripping. I decide not to. So I get the defense break there. Unfortunately, the team up goes, but we keep the provoke forces us to hit Tywin, which cleanses, but the defense break and the heal block stay because we added that extra debuff to the Sage. He gets a clutch team up here. Luckily, it didn't land. And then he tries again, and then this one was resisted. So we get a big resist there. Now, because of the resist, we can go into the stun. Honestly, I don't think we needed this stun, but I'm not sure. We get the stun. Yeah, we didn't need it here because we're going to kill him anyway. He drops down low. We do get countered, but it doesn't really matter. That counter actually, if anything, helps us because it lets our SSB go off again, killing another unit. But realistically, this attack here would have triggered the counter and killed him anyway. So that stun didn't mean anything. Even if his Sage had landed one of the sleeps on the Cerise, we still end up getting the kill there. And this is kind of unfortunate. He gets the double. He burns into it too. So short cooldown. He gets the double slow and the double stun. I decide, even though the Tywin's going to move here, I decide to use the skill 3 anyway in the hopes we get the slow. We end up getting both, which is really nice. And now he does his skill 1, and we know he has his skill 3 ready next turn. This is going to cleanse one of these debuffs if we hit him. But I decided to do it anyway in the hopes that we team up with SSB. Unfortunately, we don't. And it cleanses the slow, which is bad. Because it is going to let him go in front of our Alencia here. Which lets him get another turn off when he probably should have been dead, except we ended up cleansing the speed debuff there. So he goes back into his skill 3 again. This time he lands everything. Quad stun, quad slow. And kind of raises my heart rate a little bit here. But realistically, that Tywin's really low. He does get the Oh, she didn't die. I thought he got the kill there. Anyway, he would have probably killed the Cerise, but we got our Valencia turn, and she's going to be able to clean this up, I think. Oh no, sorry, Cecilia cleans it up. But we get our skill 3 off here, put up immunity, and now that we've got the immunity off, there's nothing he can do. Tywin goes down anyway, but if he had Holy Sacrifice or something, we would have been fine there. So that wraps things up. It moves us up 17 points. Huge win there when you beat somebody ahead of you. Moves us up from rank 20 to rank 18. Unfortunately for him, it dropped him down a couple of ranks. So he drops down to rank 3. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this kind of showed why I leave SSB in against Roana and why I never pick Roana against SSB. Because in the end, those buff block heal blocks are gonna kill you. And like this was the worst case scenario. This was the worst possible team to bring SSB into in terms of Roana comps because there was a Tywin there. But we literally just were like, whatever, it doesn't matter. And our SSB did her job against what most people consider an impossible combo. I've seen many legend players and top guild players saying that leaving those two in there is just inting. But we win the majority of our fights like this, and as long as you can strip and get the buff block heal block off, you're gonna win. So hopefully that helps. You do have to be very careful and pick your spots and make sure you have like a strip and all this other stuff. But don't be so quick to just ban Roana next time. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions, and we'll see you all next time. Happy New Year again, and have a great day. Bye for now.